Welcome to another video here, folks. My name is Christopher. This is Cars Unlocked. Behind me is the 2023 Nissan Armada. And with an MSRP of $71,498, I want to know, is this vehicle still worth the price? How does it compete with some of its competitors? Well, today we're going to go through the ins and outs, show you everything you get with this SL package to help you answer those questions. Nissan has announced that for 2024, the Armada will see some changes, which we're looking forward to. But this 2023 seems relatively unchanged compared to last year's model. It's a full-size SUV. It's sitting on a truck frame. You have quite a few features when you look at the exterior here. This specific one, obviously, is the black on black. And I love kind of the chrome accents that they've added to the side profile here. We kind of have this little faux air vent on the back. We have our LED turning accents on the mirrors, step rails because it just makes it easier to get in and out of the vehicle. You have your blacked out roof rails, rear privacy glass. This is truly like the yacht of the Nissan world for full-size SUVs. It's going to compete with things like our GMC Yukons, Cadillac Escalades, Chevy Tahoes. This specific one being the SL package, you do get these 20-inch aluminum alloy rims. You have front and rear disc brakes, and you also get a rear auto leveling suspension just to make for a smoother ride. We got this thing on the road, and I actually feel like a bus driver. It's pretty surprising. All aboard! And here we go. But when you put your foot down on this, she goes. It's a 400 horsepower and you get 413 pounds-feet of torque. So a ton of power. You have that endurance engine. It's a V8 engine, and you also get a 7-speed automatic transmission. So no CVT in this Nissan. One thing that Nissan really advertises with the Armada is you get the full safety suite of Nissan safety features. So there's a camera on the front, there's a sensor on the windshield there, and it gives you things like forward emergency braking. You have your forward collision warning. You have your cross traffic alert in the back. In terms of visibility, this one comes with these kind of dual stacked LED headlights, and you have your LED fog lights down below. You also have front parking sensors. So even though it is such a huge vehicle, with all the sensors around, it's pretty hard to hit something because it notifies you right inside the car. Super aggressive back end here. We have this large rear back bumper here. Our Armada badging is blacked out, which looks great with the black exterior color. And then you have things like backup camera. You do have a hidden tow hitch. It's already equipped with your tow hitch right underneath here. The Armada can tow up to 8,500 pounds, excuse me. And then you have your rear parking sensors as well for those features. You get moving object detection if you're backing up and something is behind you. You get the rear cross traffic alert and the rear emergency braking. It's such a smooth drive. Like, that's the main thing that you're going for here. The ride is so smooth. It takes bumps like nothing. And the only kind of negative thing is the gas. Like, being a V8 engine on a truck frame, it certainly guzzles the gas here, where 15.4 liters per 100 kilometers, 5.4 would be really good, where 15.4 liters per 100 kilometers combined, which is also about 15 mpg. So not very good on fuel. That's kind of a negative, but I don't think that's kind of why we're buying this Armada here, is for the fuel economy. Jumping inside here, the Nissan Armada, to start her up, you still get the regular old Nissan key. For 2023, Nissan released a new key, but this one still has the regular key, and you do get the remote starter. So today we're just going to use the push button, but you can start it up in the winter time from your house or from your driveway. But let's push the start button and start it up here. It's an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat. There's 2 memory positions for the seat, so if you have multiple drivers, it can sync. And you also get the power telescopic wheel. So there's a lot going on in the business end here. The front seats are also going to be heated. Now, if you want the air-conditioned seats, you would go up to the Platinum model here. Let's talk about the steering wheel here. This is kind of Nissan's older steering wheel, and you do see a lot of old things from Nissan that they've had, and hopefully they'll replace this. I'd like to see the D-shaped wheel that they've had for a long time in some of their other vehicles, but on the wheel we get our volume, our radio controls, we have our cruise control. It has the intelligent cruise control, so it will keep you a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you. You also have your Bluetooth controls as well. The wheel is heated, so great for a day like today. It's a little chilly out there today, 0 degrees right now. And then behind the wheel, there's just your little information screen. So again, this is kind of the older screen. I'd like to see the newer screen. So hopefully next year when they change this, they add some of the new features that they've had. Like in our Pathfinders, we see the large display back here. I love all the features that you get here. Things like the blind spot monitor really helps while you're driving. You have 13 Bose audio speakers, so the sound, it does sound phenomenal. And let's look at the infotainment here. So wireless Apple CarPlay is available in this Armada. You can also do the Android Auto, but it's not wireless just yet. And this is the screen. So you have this big 12-inch screen. However, they do waste a bit of space here. Pretty much a lot of the manufacturers are like this, but in the Escalade that we shot, they do take advantage of the full large screen. You have things like a backup camera, like I mentioned. So this one comes with the full 360 cam. And then you have this kind of trailer option here. If you're towing, you have the center line there. And you can change your view. There's our side angle, and that's our wide view. So like I said, why not use the full screen here and not waste all this space? Below that, we have our digital heating control. Okay, so it will turn on and off. You can also control the rear, which is great. If you have kids, you can control the temperature for your kids. And check this out, guys. There's a little hidden compartment right there. That flips up nice and easy. That's for your wireless charging. So you can pop your phone in there and you can charge your phone wirelessly. Below that, we have USB-C and a regular USB. And then there's our brake controller. So this is the type of vehicle that you're gonna wanna tow with. You're gonna wanna bring all the kids to your cottage in and maybe tow your boat behind you, things like that. There's 85 pounds of towing, like I said. You have different drive modes. You have a snow mode, you have a tow mode, and then you have obviously the 4x4 dial here as well. So you also get this one power sunroof here. Maybe you'd like to see more sunroofs like in some of the competitors, but you only just get the one in the Armada. So my overall thoughts on the Armada, it's a beautiful car to drive. This is actually my favorite Nissan. I know I've said a lot of bad things about it because it's kind of still has the older features that you see in Nissan. It's not as modern as the vehicles in the Nissan lineup, like the Pathfinder and the Rogue, which we'd like to see maybe coming again for the next couple of years. We'd like to see it kind of brought to the modern Nissan area. So comment below what you guys think. Jumping in the back, it's almost like a mini bus back here. This is great if you have a family maybe of 5, or you have more kids or more passengers. This is perfect for hauling a lot of people around because there's so much space. I do have a few beefs with what's going on back here. This center console is massive, like don't get me wrong, there's a ton of storage here. There's even some storage underneath here as well. So there's a lot that you can put in here. However, I'd like to see it be removable like they put in the Pathfinder. It'd be nice if you could remove this so you could have that space to walk through the middle row. There is heating controls. There's some storage back here as well, which they can access. And then you have a power outlet here to plug in and charge your accessories. So a lot of space. Let's check out the third row. So because that center console is there, this is really the only way that you could access the third row. You got to pick the lever up and then that seat flips forward, which isn't bad to get in. Like there's a lot of space back here. Like I've said, don't get me wrong, I'm 5'9" and I'm pretty comfortable back here. And then you also have these buttons. So these seats will power recline. That's about as far back as they go, just to add to the comfort. But it'd be nice if there was maybe a USB back here. A lot of the competitors come with so many more USBs and things like that. And to get out, I can escape and jump out that way. So I'd like to see this removed. Nissan has these options in their other vehicles. It just hasn't made it to the Armada yet. So here is the trunk here, guys. It's a power lift gate, so that's nice. There's a little bit of hidden storage underneath. When you're using the third row, you still do get quite a bit of room. And then you have the power folding here. So they fold down with the touch of a button. It's a little slow, I must admit, as you can tell. Maybe we can speed this up a little bit. However, it does kind of make it for those lazy man accessories. You don't have to fool around with any levers or anything like that. So that's a wrap on your video, guys. Let me know what you think of the Nissan Armada. Is it worth your 70 grand? Are you gonna go with something like this, or are you gonna choose maybe one of the American ones like our Tahoes, maybe a Suburban, those type of vehicles? Comment below what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you. As always, subscribe if you guys are new here. We'll see you in the next video.